Yes.
Ring, ring, ring.
Same.
Ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring,
Oh,
ring.
God.
Ring.
Hello?
It's me. I'm a hacker. I hacked into your system. I know all of your information now.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Joke. It's not
Wow.
a joke. It's not a joke.
Well, that was a start. Welcome to Gold Can't Stay.
A podcast about two long-distance sisters.
Talking about long-distance things.
I'm Allison.
I'm Casey. And today we're talking about...
The internet. The interwebs.
Woo!
The
internet.
The World Wide Web. We're talking about surfing on that World Wide Web.
Not the right song. So I guess we're just going to be talking about, like, our history on the internet, I guess, as millennials. We grew up on the internet, and...
The internet grew up on us.
Yeah, we were there from the early start. So, I mean, maybe not the very beginning, but, you know, we were there. Oh.
Did you hear that?
No.
My dog is, like, going bonkers with really bad snortles. So, anyway.
I did not hear that.
Well, I'm going to have some work to do on post.
Oh, boy. So... Are we not doing our, like, a daily goof or our weekly goof anymore? Did we decide to change that?
I mean, I guess that's something that we're thinking about changing. I don't really have, I'm running out of goof opportunities.
Yeah, COVID has kind of ruined our little goof segment because without leaving the house and, like, interacting with people, especially when you're not in a foreign country, when you can't speak the language, which was, like, the main part of our goof, we aren't getting goofs because I don't do anything. I just sit at home and work on art. And what's there to goof about? Like I said, it was a bit of a stretch last time. I was like, oh, I'm drawing too much on this one project. Like, okay, that's not a goof. So our goofs we're drying up, you know? It's a goof.
I'm sitting here broadcasting in a blanket.
That is a goof.
So
that's definitely... You want to explain your situation for our audio listeners who aren't seeing the video?
So I'm currently in a makeshift blanket fort in my bedroom. I am temporarily living in a friend of a friend's Airbnb to, like, have a change of scenery and, like, be in the city. And I didn't even... The thought of, like, oh, will I be able to record audio comfortably in this house didn't even occur to me. Every room is pretty big and pretty echoey, and it's just kind of disastrous for recording. And my boyfriend Justin told me that it would help to record under a blanket, but I think what he meant was just, like, draping a blanket over myself and the microphone so that, like, it would be like a little cave of sound. But that does not make for good video, because we do post these podcasts on YouTube as well. Check it out, YouTube, Gold Can't Stay. But so I was like, okay, I'll do a nice halfway. I'll make a pillow fort, and it's hot under this blanket fort. It is dark in this blanket fort, and I'm almost certain I can still hear my voice reverberating off of all the walls, because I did have to leave, like, an open space. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll dedicate some time this week to actually trying to figure out a better recording situation, because it's just, like, not...
It's too bad that you don't have, like, little fairy lights or candles or something to, like, decorate it, because it could be, like, a really cute little, like, blanket fort situation, but right now it's just kind of like a sad blanket fort situation. Yeah. Not really. You could really turn it into an aesthetic if you tried, but I guess you don't really have the tools for that.
I don't think there are any, like, lights like that in here, but I could check, because it is
Christmas
an Airbnb.
Lights.
You never know. Could be
you
some
never
fun
know.
Stuff hiding in the closet.
Could be.
Yeah, but yeah, so It's nice to have a change of scenery and to like not be living with our mom and to be living in Nashville, even though can't really do anything. The neighborhood's really nice and walkable and whatever. But yeah, the blanket fort.
Wow.
Welcome to my life.
What a throwback. Blanket fort.
Honestly, I'll probably.
Well, you gave a goof. I don't think I have a goof. Yeah, I don't know. I got red paint in my thumb and it's not going away.
That's
kind of annoying.
That's a grave.
You can't even
right
see
there.
that.
Might as well just chop it
That's
off.
all I've got. I mean, I can use the same goof I had before. I spent all week working on ant art, which is so good. Like, I'm so happy that I'm working on a book finally. But I literally have been neglecting my YouTube channel, which I feel bad about. But I've been neglecting working on a book because of YouTube. So it's just kind of like the tables have turned.
Yeah.
I have no balance, I swear, when it comes to work and stuff, which, like, I don't even care. YouTube is something I can definitely just do when I want to. I really want to focus on making a book, so
Yeah.
that's that. That's my minor goof. Is that
Cool.
I can't balance life. How does one balance life? I don't know.
That's the age-old question.
And that's what this episode's. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
We're talking about the internet, which is like not how you balance life at all either. But
It could be a part
Wow,
of a
okay.
balanced life diet.
it could be. Here's a question though:
Yeah.
If the internet didn't exist, what would you be doing right now? Let's just throw that question out there.
Okay, so you asked a question that would change the course of my entire life because my earliest internet memories are from when I was like, in elementary school. So
Uh-huh.
I probably would have been more active in clubs in school and probably more focused on art without all that distraction. And maybe, I guess, I don't know. That's so hard to say. What would you be doing right now if you didn't have YouTube?
I would probably be working as a graphic designer because that's what I went to school for. Like you said, I'd also probably be more creatively productive because I wouldn't be spending as much time sitting on the internet. But at the same time, I wouldn't be married to Dave because that's how Dave and I met. So that's weird to think about. Like, I never had a boyfriend in real life, so it's like, would I just like live alone my whole life and never like actually date? What if I just like never cared to date anybody? I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably
4 times as many cats as you do now. Oh
my God.
Without the internet.
Well, so I would have 4 cats, which honestly isn't that crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably be working as a graphic designer, which honestly was my original plan when I came to Canada, actually. But I'd probably be playing video games offline and drawing more. Probably getting out more, seeing more people. Yeah, I don't know. But we have the internet. That's how we're recording this podcast.
Whoa.
Let's start at the very beginning. You said your first memory of the internet was what?
I played Doom online with our dad's friends.
Oh my God. I don't remember that.
So I guess, I mean, I was in elementary school. I don't know. I feel like I was like 7 or 8. So this would be like in the mid 90s, early to mid 90s. We were like one of the first people to have internet, I feel like.
We were the first people to have internet.
Like in my friend group anyway, because
right, because our dad's pretty like
nerdy.
Yeah, like computer geeky, I guess.
So, yeah, I remember that, and I mean, I remember having an online boyfriend in like elementary school too. I don't know how I met this person.
What the heck?
Juno. I don't know. I had like an email boyfriend. And like,
How
maybe it was
yeah,
fifth
how do you
grade.
go about meeting someone via email?
I have no idea. I don't remember. It might have been.
Hmm.
It might have been later than that, when you could make your own like Angel Fire pages and stuff. But that's not how I
My
met this
God.
person. That's not how I met this person. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I definitely did not make my own website because you said you were what, 7, so I was 5, so
Mhm.
that's definitely not something that I was doing at the time. That's
Oh, the
crazy
making
though. I don't
website
remember.
thing was definitely like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade. It was not when I was like in 1st grade.
Okay. Yeah, I still didn't do that though. I feel like so I definitely remember using like email. We had Juno. I would email my friends. I do remember emailing some friends in elementary school. I do remember that. I remember using the eraser dust font and like the Ravy font. The
Okay.
eraser dust was like my favorite. I don't know why. I just really liked it.
Was
Maybe
it
because it
called
was like,
Eraser Dust?
yes, I think.
Okay, I don't know.
What else would it be
I'll have to
called?
look it up.
It's literally like a font made out of like eraser dust.
Huh.
Um, uh, yeah, and like making crazy colors and emailing my friends. Now here's something, just because for some reason Juno makes me think of this. I emailed a friend. Do you remember Samantha? Should I just say her name? I don't know if I should say her name. So
We
her
have
first
some
name's
last
Samantha.
names.
Her name is Samantha. And we weren't like super good friends or anything, but she came over when we were working on the picture book that like we drew and they like turned into like a hard book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember her at all? She came over like once.
The name does not sound familiar.
She was Asian. I'm not sure exactly where from.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I feel like we were like kind of becoming like good friends, and then suddenly one day she just stopped going to school. And I don't know if it was once we went to middle school or something, but she also stopped responding to the emails, because like we'd emailed a few times. So she like didn't go to like the next grade of school or something, and then she also stopped responding to emails, and she like it's been a mystery to me for the past like 20 years of my life.
Damn.
This girl just like disappeared, and like I tried to look her up on Facebook. I've tried to just like Google her name and see if she exists anywhere, and I can't find her. And it makes me wonder if she like died or something.
Whoa.
But I don't know. Because, like, why would she suddenly stop responding to emails and, like, not go to school and just, like, completely just, like, she's gone?
But if she died, don't you think your teacher would have said something?
Well, if it was, like, we were going... Because I feel like she disappeared between grades. So I don't know if maybe she, like, her family moved back to whatever country they came from.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they didn't have access to internet. And now she doesn't have Facebook. I don't know. It's just been weird to me. So that's my internet mystery. Because I remember, like, going on to Juno. Because, like, I stopped using Juno. And I would, every once in a while, just, like, shoot her an email. Like, are you alive still? Like, where are you? You just disappeared. And nothing. So that's, like, whenever I think of Juno, I think of my friend who disappeared.
That's wild.
Maybe I should make a book out of that. Dedicate it to her.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find. I mean, heck, if the book got really popular, maybe she'd find it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Reach out. That would be wild. Anyways, that's my Juno story.
There was a weird thing that happened with email with me when I was in, I can't remember if this was like 4th or 5th grade or 6th grade. Maybe it was like 4th grade, but like one of my friends, it had to be one of my friends, started like emailing me and trolling me and being like, oh, my name's Allison Golden too, and like, oh, I also have
I'm from another
diabetes.
dimension.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like all
God.
this weird stuff, and I was like, okay, well, I was like, this is dumb. Who are you? I was like, who are you really? But I never found out. I have my suspicions, but I never found out.
Wow, here we are, like 20 years later. That's so funny.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it was just really weird because at first I was like, oh, that's cool. Not many people are named Allison, and then they said that their last name was Golden. I was like, okay. And then this other stuff, and I was like, whatever. Get out of here with that bullshit. I'm not an idiot.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Got 'em. So, okay, email. After email, what was the next? Oh, instant messenger. Okay. Oh.
Good old fashioned.
Yeah, it sounds like
AOL instant messenger or AIM.
Yeah. I think I never really liked calling it AIM. I always like to call it AIM. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I also don't like saying NES for like Nintendo Entertainment. I always say NES or SNES.
I love saying NES. I love saying SNES. That's my favorite.
I don't like SNES. I don't like NES. I like to spell the thing out. I don't know why. That's how I feel about that. So how did you? Okay, so you messaged like your real friends on AIM?
Oh my god, constantly, all the time. Sometimes messaging my friends on AIM, well, that's not possible. Later on down the line while you were on the phone, but that's not possible. That wasn't possible because the internet was on the phone line. And if someone picked up the
dial
phone,
up.
You got kicked the heck off. You're done. Get out
Or
of here, Mom.
Oh god, I cannot count on any of my hands the amount of times like our parents would come home furious that they couldn't like call us because we were on the internet. Can you imagine like that being a thing? Oh my god.
That's wild.
Kids these days don't understand how good they have it. Like that just like your parents like coming in the door and immediately being so mad and you're like, what I do? They're like, you were on the internet. I couldn't call. I needed to call you. Blah, blah, blah. Or like they were waiting for a call or something.
Messenger and shot me an IM, Mom.
On what? They don't have like a smart device in their in their pocket.
On your work computer. I don't know.
Oh gosh. Well, if they're like at I don't know, someone's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like these days oh my god, Mr. Kitty is his paws up on the window wanting to get in. Oh my god, Mr. Kitty. I have the door closed so he's not going like in and out. But now he's so mad that he is on the balcony outside with his paws up on the window looking at me. He's just staring at me. Oh, he's so mad. Yeah, it's crazy to think like we used AIM as a way to like constantly talk to people, but now people, they text or use Discord or whatever, chat on their in their pockets. But back then we were glued to the internet. Oh my god, he wants in.
And like sleepovers, it would be like me and two other friends all crowded around the computer and like sending instant messages to boys and like
can't relate.
And stuff.
Friends, what are those?
I actually have a bunch of like chat logs from middle school and stuff.
Oh my god.
And god, they're so dumb. It's like 75% of it is like, so who do you like? Oh, I heard so and so like so and so. Like just the dumbest shit. And then sometimes like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't really have any chats saved like that because, like I said, no friends. But I did save a few of like me and Dave, like when Dave and I were talking. But that was like 10 years later than what you're talking about, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
I'm talking about instant messenger chat logs.
Yeah, no, I used AIM and through until like college, I feel like. Cause even like texting to someone in another country wasn't that common. Like, I mean, like texting has come a long way, I think, in the past.
Yeah, because now you can text using data, so it doesn't take up your like phone plan text messages or whatever.
Oh, and Dave didn't even have a cell phone until like way later. Like it's crazy how long Dave went without a cell phone. Yeah, I don't think he really got one until, oh my god, like a few years ago, which is like crazy.
That's wild. I can't imagine that.
But I mean, I guess if you don't need one, you don't need one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Instant Messenger away messages. All the crazy fonts and like colors and like just like your profile, all the shit that like you'd customize on it. I say all the shit, like you really could just, it was just like text, and then you had your buddy icon, but that shit was wild, and you change it all the time. And I wrote some real
confession.
Dumb stuff.
Confession, I used Comic Sans.
Oh yeah, we all did.
Like
I
all the
used
time.
Comic Sans.
Oh, okay. Okay,
in
cool.
middle school, it was like really cool. It was like, whoa, this font's like, it's like fun. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like a, you know.
I think it's okay for like an instant messenger because it's like, you know, it's like thick and easy to read for the most part. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I mean, it's not.
I like my women like I like my typefaces, thick and easy to read.
I don't know what to say.
Anyway.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Not sorry.
Yeah, wow. AIM, definitely where I spent most of my life in middle school, probably high school as well. Mm-hmm. No friends.
So in middle school, there was a trend in my friend group where it wasn't Angel Fire, it wasn't GeoCities, but there was another website, easy website template creating place called X Pages. I don't remember if it was EX Pages or X Pages, but it was similar to those other websites, but it was like a simpler. You'd have like, you know, you make your website, mostly text-based. I think you put photos on there too. And you'd have a guest book that people could sign and leave notes in and stuff. And, well, we abused the shit out of that page. We made pages to talk shit about our teachers on it. We made pages, you know, personal pages for ourselves.
Oh my god.
That were like profile pages. We made all kinds of dumb shit on that website. We probably made mean pages about each other.
Ew.
Oh man, I wish I had screen caps, but like you don't think to take screen caps of that shit when it's happening. Like, we were 12, you know, 13, being rude as hell. I actually like met some people through that website too that I would then talk to on Instant Messenger. Like I remember meeting a couple of brothers from like New England who were like into punk rock, and I was like, whoa, tell me more about flogging Molly. Tell me more about the dead Kennedys. What is this stuff? And yeah, it was pretty dumb. But that shit was wild. I missed that kind of thing. Just the dumb. Do websites like that still exist? Like,
oh really? God, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know about that because I didn't even get into that myself. I don't know if it's because I was 2 years younger, so maybe it like made that much of a difference, but or the fact that I didn't have friends. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think I ever got onto that like making website trend. I mean, I'm sure there's a niche of people out there, you know. Sure. Mm-hmm. I would assume. But yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Man, that shit was wild. And then also the search engines back then. I don't remember when Google became a thing, but I do remember using a website called Dogpile as a search engine. And also, obviously, Ask Jeeves. And
Ask Jeeves. Oh my god.
Maybe even Yahoo.
Wow.
I also remember, like, I guess you don't really do this anymore, but using, like, Boolean search terms. So it would be, like, using, like, colons or, like, plus signs and minuses and then, like, quotation marks where it's, like, you know, I'm looking for red shoes, so it's like I'm looking for red and shoes in my search. Like, don't give me just red, don't give me just shoes. Like, I want red shoes, or like using, I don't know. How do you be really getting kind of technical with your search terms? Because I guess engines weren't that sophisticated back then.
Right. I don't have that much of a memory for that. I don't know if it's just because my memory's bad or what, but I feel like I should.
My life was so consumed by the internet at a young age, I guess.
I think maybe I was probably just like in a different part of the internet, you know? I would assume. Didn't pay much of attention to like other things. I was too occupied with other stuff. I don't know.
You're too occupied with Nintendo forums.
Yeah, too busy talking to 21-year-olds. AKA my Dave, who isn't actually. Wow. So, but at the same time with AIM, surely you were on other websites, right? Like the drawing boards.
Yeah, Oikaki boards.
Yeah, I never got into that. No, I saw you spend a lot of time on that. Because, like, I've always really liked to draw, but I don't know that I really did it that much, to be honest, until, like, college. Because I would do it sometimes. Like, in middle school, I did spend a lot of time, like, drawing, like, copying things to, like, practice or whatever. But I don't know that it really became something I was, like, super, super, super into. It was always just something that I liked to do. So I would see you do was it Okaki? Oe-kaki?
Yeah.
I would see you do those. You know, I would think they were cool, and I think I tried one a couple of times, but we didn't have like a tablet or anything. Like we used a mouse.
Yeah, we just used the mouse. Yeah.
Most people probably did, but I don't know. I think that really kind of held me back. Also, I was like, a mouse? No, thank you. But you spent a lot of time on that. I remember.
Yeah. I think how I got into that was around that time is when Card Captors was airing on the WB. And I guess my little weeaboo seed was planted from seeing like Sailor Moon at like our grandparents' house or something. And when I saw Card Captors on the WB or whatever, and I was like, oh, I gotta look this up on the internet. I need to know more about this. Like, I love this art style. This is very cool. I don't know, you know. And so I found some message boards about Card Captor Sakura, and I was like, wait, what? This isn't actually like the show. It's like different.
Card Captors.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I got active on some Card Captor Sakura boards, and I think that's how I found Oikake boards, because one of them was like connected to an Oikake board or associated with it. So I started like drawing on there, and I've always been kind of a troll. I would troll people a little bit on the boards too, by like drawing rude stuff or talking mad shit about other people. And I ended up getting kicked off of the board.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I found another board that was not affiliated with any like fandom or anything, and I actually met a bunch of people that I became friends with. Like we became like a kind of like a tight-knit group. And when that board got shut down, we moved to another board, and where it was like just us. And I'm actually like still talk to like 2 people from those boards that I started drawing on when I was like in middle school, which is really cool. But yeah, so those things were kind of like, Oikaki boards were like next level MS Paint. It was like a next level MS Paint program. So there were more tools, more colors, more things you could do with it. And you would like, so you draw in browser, and then you could post your picture on a BBS board or like some kind of message board, and then you could write, you know, a caption like, oh, this is what it's called and what inspired me, blah, 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 and then people could comment on it. And that was
so
really
it's kind of
cool.
like, wow, it's kind of like Instagram, but you had to like create on the website itself.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Yeah, it was like,
oh my god,
Instagram.
I also
MS Paint
remember,
had a baby.
I don't know why this is something that like I remember, but I also remember there being like a section on it to tell you like, or tell people like how long it took you to draw it.
Oh, yeah,
and people would be like, oh, but like I took a walk in between, or like, oh, I ate dinner in between, or whatever. It's like,
yeah, because you couldn't.
It's like they're trying to justify.
Well, it could be true, but also like, or they could be lying, but you also couldn't close the browser. If you closed the browser, you would lose everything. So people might just like walk away from it and do stuff like, Yeah, like if I saw one that said it took 48 hours to do, I'd probably be like, well, they probably spent a lot of time on it, but like I know they weren't spending 48 hours
They
straight on it.
slept.
Yeah, they slept, they ate.
Oh my
they,
God.
Like, you know. Oh, I
Wow.
forgot about that. Yeah, the duration.
Can you imagine 48 hours and like in between that time, like what if your internet crashed or something?
I've
Like you
lost pieces like that, and I remember getting
I mean,
really
I guess you can
mad.
screenshot them, at least like save them that way, but
Oh yeah, I think there might have been an upload function, but of course you would, like, if you were working in layers, you would lose that. So you would just have like,
yeah.
instead of having layers, you would just have that one flat image to work from.
Wow.
Man, I wish I
Yeah, I
googled
wonder if
them
people still do
after we
that.
did that episode about things that don't exist anymore that we wish still existed. I googled them and I don't think that I could find any active boards, but I also like didn't look that hard. But that was
Right.
like, that was so cool and unique.
Yeah, that seems like a really like such a early like Instagram sort of thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it seemed really fun, but yeah, it's just like I never got into it, but it seemed cool. I admired
Yeah,
it from
it's pretty
afar.
And I ended up posting some of my oekaki art on DeviantArt.
Oh God! Now hold on, before we get into DeviantArt, we
Okay.
haven't talked about like a virtual dog or Neopets or anything.
Virtual
Yeah,
dog.
We
Oh
kind of,
my
I feel like
God.
virtual dog might be like one of my first website situations, honestly.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I've been onto like some of those like really old geo sites or whatever they're called, GeoCity.
Yeah.
But virtual dog is one of the websites that I spent I don't, okay.
I'm
I
losing
honestly-
my shit right now. I spent
don't
so
know
much
what
time
it-
on virtual dog.
I want to say that, but I feel like I would like get my dog, buy the food, put the dog in the house and feed it, and then it was like, okay, what now? Because like you go to the park and it's like there's like this weird chat room situation, but at the same time, like I never felt like I could really even chat with anybody. It was like very confusing.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, what do you go to the alley and you like get something out of the trash can and that's like it. What else do you do on that website? I don't know.
Yeah, it was
like,
a
I
really
can't
simple in browser. I guess it was, yeah, like a shitty version
So
of
bad.
Neopets where you adopted a dog.
I was gonna say.
There were several different breeds you could choose from, and then you name the dog, and then that name effectively became your screen name. So I don't think that you could. I think it had to be like a unique name, right? You couldn't just name them all Spot.
I don't know.
But yeah, that chat room was confusing because you could move your like dog around, like your icon around, and then you would come out in a speech bubble, but like things could overlap, and then like other people were having other conversations and you could just like jump over there and jump into their conversation, and
Yeah, it was strange.
definitely witnessed some weird role playing happen in that chat room. And definitely saw some talk about people having puppies. So there was like all kinds of weird dog role play.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, so they would like, yeah. But also my friends, I
Wow.
don't know if any of your friends were on Virtual Dog, but my friends in school were on Virtual Dog too, so we'd like go on there and talk on there. Probably also while being on Instant Messenger, like.
I honestly just like don't remember much about that because I just feel like I was just constantly confused about the fact that there wasn't really anything to do on that website.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
guess it was just like another way to meet people. I don't think that I like met anyone and then like added them on AIM or anything. But
Yeah.
wow, chat room.
Well, yeah, so Virtual Dog was one that I feel like, I don't know why, like I said, I popped on so often because it confused me, but Neopets was definitely one that I remember in middle school. I don't really remember you being too much into Neopets, were you?
I mean, I had a
No,
couple
okay.
of Neopets, but I didn't like spend a lot of time like playing the games or anything. I mostly just remember getting the free omelet of the day. I think that's the thing that I remember the most about it.
The omelet, yeah. You approach the omelet. Oh, God.
Yeah.
What? It's so weird, but, like, it was cute. I didn't really get into Neopets that much, to be honest. It was just something to spend time on, because I remember playing a lot of the games to like earn money or something.
Yeah, coin
but
or whatever.
I didn't really invest a lot of time in like customizing my character, or like getting items for it, or I probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I definitely didn't spend much time on the forums. Like, I remember popping in just to see what it was about, but I don't even know that I posted much. I feel like there was an incentive to post, but I have no idea. So Neopets never really got that big into it.
Yeah, same.
But I do remember drawing like that weird cat creature with the slanty eyes and the ear things. So like it became a thing with art for me, but I mean, like, I'll draw fan art of anything back in the day, so I don't know. Neopets, unfortunately, everyone probably got very excited because Neopets is popular.
Yeah, it's super popular. Is it still a thing?
Yeah, I think somewhat recently something happened with it, but I don't remember what. I think they made enamel pins recently.
Okay.
For some reason, but no, I think they're still just kind of coasting, going strong online. They got that core fandom.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, if any of y'all are still out there playing Neopets, let us know what that's like. Let us know how
what's
the
it
vibe
like?
is.
Okay, so then middle school is like Neopets, I guess, and then high school. Okay, so before DeviantArt, because
did you forget?
What?
Did you forget about Habbo Hotel?
No, I was gonna get to Habbo Hotel. Was my high school thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like glaze over. I was on the Nintendo forums like this whole time, like from like early middle school until they shut down in like late high school or something. So like between all this interneting on websites and stuff, I was like talking to my friends. But yeah, Habbo Hotel was another one of those. What even? I guess it was just like a kind of like a chat website where you could customize rooms, basically. And that website was hysterical to me. I mean, I would troll. Like, there were times when I would troll, but there was also times when like I made friends, and it was just, oh my god, it was just something about that website was hysterical to me, and I think it's still going too.
I feel like that was the first place that I encountered the old, hey, if you type your password, it'll show up in stars. Trick.
Oh my god.
I think that happened to me in Habbo Hotel.
It happened to you? Like, you fell for it?
Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
Shameful. I never fell for it.
And you couldn't curse on that site. Wow. If you ever typed a curse word, it would replace the curse with Baba.
Like BOBBA or something?
Yeah. And that became a real inside joke with us for a long time.
We would go around saying like Baba you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was hysterical. Like, you would have to like try to work around this like silly word that would pop up. It was so funny.
And then also
I don't know.
I was gonna say they called furniture Fernie, and I still sometimes just call furniture Fernie.
Fernie. I think you've called Animal Crossing furniture Fernie before.
Yeah.
Or was that Dave? Yeah, okay, it was you. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. That website was so strange. Like, people would make like armies where it was just like these weird clubs, but like anyone could basically enter. Like, you would have to go change your character into like a uniform, which was basically just a button-up shirt and pants, but they were like brown or something.
Yeah.
That website was so hysterical. Like, I guess it was just like a big chat room, but like with rooms and a character, and you could like walk around.
Almost like role playing or something.
Oh my god. It was funny. And they had like a pool area, so you could like put a swimsuit on, and like, things got weird over there.
Oh, yeah. And then people would be blocking the diving board. I remember that was a big thing. There would always be like some shenanigans going on.
Oh my god. I remember at one point I had like a friend that quit Like, he quit Habbo Hotel, and he gave me, like, all of his furniture and money and stuff, and I was like, dang, I'm rich. But it was, like, around that time I was, like, starting to, like, fade out also, so I was like, I got all this furniture, and, like, now I don't really care about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was really funny, though. I remember popping into there every once in a while, just to see what was up, and literally about nothing changed. Same old Habbo Hotel. I mean, I kind of like the, I think it was a cute idea. Had fun on it, spent a lot of time on it.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what? I can't remember. Maybe I'm blocking that out. Alright, Habbo Hotel.
Do you remember us fighting a lot about the internet?
Do you mean, like, whose turn it was or something?
Yeah, I guess just, like, stuff like that, really. Because I don't know if I just, like, block out our fights and stuff, but I don't. And I'm sure we did. There's no way we didn't fight.
But I don't think we didn't fight that much, though.
Yeah, maybe not.
There was only a little bit, wasn't there?
Yeah. I don't think that we ever really, like, got a huge
Why?
fights.
Is something coming to mind?
No, I didn't know if you remembered anything or had anything to add about that.
No, I'm sure we just had the usual, like, it's my turn to use the computer, stuff like that, honestly. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I think we were pretty chill.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time we just played video games together, and you accepted that you lost every time. And most of all, I would play one player game and you would watch me play. Like, that was a lot of our, I feel like, hanging out.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So probably not a whole lot of internet fights.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Cool. Well, good for us, I guess.
Cool. Wow. So the next step after Habbo, was it DeviantArt?
Probably,
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
Did you really use DeviantArt much?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I don't even know if it's still up, but I did have a DeviantArt account, and I did post, like, some oikake there, and I did, at one point in high school, I was, like, scanning in some of the, like, traditional art that I did on our, like, flatbed scanner and posting it, but, and I think most of the people that I was friends with on DeviantArt were friends from my oikake boards, and, you know, I don't know, I wasn't, like, super big in the community or anything. I've always been really bad at, like, networking and, like, that kind of thing, so I was a light DeviantArt user.
Yeah, DeviantArt, I started up, like, I think my senior year of my senior year of high school. I would really just, like, post doodly things, or, like, a lot of sketches and stuff. That was when Dave and I started talking a lot, so there was, like, a lot of, like, me and Dave drawings or whatever.
Oh, wow.
What? What?
Wow.
Not like we're doing it. Just
Sure,
you're like, oh, look, here's us hanging out.
Yeah.
So I think DeviantArt was the main place like I did art stuff. I think it really helped me start getting into art, I think, also. Because I started to post and just draw a lot on my own after I did DeviantArt. I have also deleted my DeviantArt account, so that's gone. Pew! After I graduated college, I really wanted to get a more professional, like, online presence. So I deleted, like, my old accounts and stuff, because, like, I'm not trying to hide, like, my old bad art. Like, I think it's really good to show, like, your progress of, like, how you've grown as an artist, but it was just, like, it was me from 17 to, like, 20, early 20s, and I just wanted a fresh start, really.
Yeah, totally.
So I deleted it. But it was really just I made, like, a lot of art friends that I'm still in contact with today. So that's fun. I also wasn't really huge in the community just because it's hard to, like, make community friends or to, like, get into, like, a already existing group. But DeviantArt was a weird place. DeviantArt is still a weird place, let's be honest. I don't know if it's gotten worse, but I feel like maybe it has gotten worse, because, I can't go on a DeviantArt without seeing some sort of inflation, something just like right there at the beginning.
Yeah. Well.
Speaking of inflation, did you want to talk about shock images?
Well, I think I'm trying to think of like where in the timeline that would fall. Like, what about MySpace? When did MySpace become a thing?
Oh gosh, MySpace was, I think it was high school. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Wait. I mean, like, I feel like I had a normal MySpace experience. What?
I'm just trying to remember. There were so many, like, there was MySpace, but there were so many other, like, weird little websites where you could, like, post your pictures and stuff. And I obviously don't remember the names of them now, but, like, just weird different profile type websites. I guess everyone was trying to be like, what?
I don't recall anything like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the names, but it would be like, I just remember having memories of being in high school and like looking up people on these websites and being like, oh, interesting. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't have brought it up. But yeah, but MySpace.
No, it's interesting because like I'm not aware of that, and also it's kind of funny just to think like our internet habits are different. So I think our internet experiences are different. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't remember anything like that. But like again, I spent a lot of time like doing other stuff, so it's like I probably just never ran into that sort of thing. Do you have any interesting MySpace stories?
I don't.
Because I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I wasn't, because MySpace seemed to be really big more with scene type kids, you know, like emo kids and stuff. And that was never really me in high school. I was more of like always kind of like a grungy indie rock kind of style, you know. So I don't really have any interesting MySpace stories. I just remember, I just miss MySpace bulletins. Those were cool. And it was kind of
bulletins?
Fun to, like, yeah, so like on the MySpace homepage, you would have, you know, your picture on the top left, and then under that there would be like this thing you could scroll through where people could post bulletins, and they would just, so basically they'd be like posting messages. But you could also post notes on your page. These were two different functions. Oh. It was kind of like there was.
Is it so? Do you know on DeviantArt how there's like journal entries where you like post like a post?
Yeah.
It's like you can write things. Is it like that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to break it down because I feel like there were 3 or 4 main places you could put messages or write text on MySpace. There were DMs. I'm pretty sure you could message people. There were notes that showed up on your page only, so you could write like a journal entry or something, and then you could post on each other's page, like leave notes for each other on your
like pages. Comments.
So there was the bulletins are a 4th one that I'm talking about, and that's on your home page, not on your personal homepage, but like on the MySpace homepage, where everyone could post kind of like a public note. Wow,
why do I not remember that?
I just like posted a lot of stuff on a lot of different websites, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason I missed that. I guess that would be kind of like your Facebook, like, feed.
Feed?
Kind of. You couldn't post pictures, so I think it was mostly just text. But people would post, surveys, like, oh, fill this out. It's like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite song? You know, shit like that.
Yeah,
quizzes.
I do remember like that.
Yeah. But
you know, the more we describe MySpace, the more it feels like DeviantArt is just basically MySpace but with drawings, because your page layout seems almost the exact same. You've got the comment section where people can just post something. You've got your little journal entry thing. You've got your icon, like your photo feed. Like DeviantArt seems like just a drawing version of MySpace. Am I really slow to just realize that? Wow. Oof. Wow.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
No real MySpace drama or anything. But you know what?
You know, I will say,
Go on.
I made a MySpace, and I remember, like, hiding it from you for some reason. Like, I didn't want you to know that I had a MySpace. Or was
Oh
it
my.
Facebook for the longest time? I don't know which one it was.
It was probably
Maybe it was
MySpace. 'Cause
Facebook.
You had to be in college to have Facebook at first.
Yeah, that's true. So, for some reason, for the longest time, I, like, didn't want you to know that I had one. And I don't know if it's because I just thought maybe I was too young or something, or I just didn't... I don't know why.
Maybe because
But
you
then
didn't
one
think
day you
that
found out...
yours would be as cool as mine.
You wish. All I know is that, like, eventually, like, you found out. Maybe I, like, stayed logged in or something, and, like, literally nothing happened, and I was like, oh, I don't know why I hid that.
Maybe
Like,
were
I
you
don't
maybe
know.
friends with Dave on it, and you didn't want?
We were friends on it, but we weren't dating at the time, so I don't...
Oh right, because if you were in high
know.
school, he was still like 25.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know.
Hey,
Well,
here's something. Did you have a blog?
no, I don't think I ever got to that either.
I had a blog.
I mean, blogs back then were basically, like, online journals, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I
there
don't
was
think...
Live Journal.
I don't think I ever got...
There was Zanga. Were the two big ones, I think.
No,
But I had a
no,
journal.
I
had an online journal.
just...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, you didn't have one.
No, yeah, I don't know. My online presence was just going on forums and, like, talking to people, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just so weird because I don't feel like I did too much. Okay, I did stuff. Okay, so, like, I would, like, talk to my online friends, like, on AIM or whatever, but then I would also do stuff like Gaia Online a little bit.
Whoa.
But also, Gunbound? I loved Gunbound. Gunbound was a fun
about
one.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was more into, like, the video game aspect of the internet. Because I would, like, talk to my friends, and then, like, because, like, Xbox 360 and, like, Nintendo didn't have an online playing system at the time, I would do, like, a lot of, like, internet game things that you downloaded. So I guess I was more doing that than, like, exploring the deep dark internet or drawing or whatever you do. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess that was more of my vibe. So no, journaling didn't do it.
I was definitely
Let's hear it.
I was definitely into, like, the art and social aspect of the internet for sure. But I had an online journal that I started in middle school in, like, 2000 or 2001, and I still update that same online journal.
Wait, today?
Yeah. I've had it for
You're
20
active on
years.
it?
I've had it for 20 years. Yeah.
I'm shook. As I was gonna say, I'm shocked, but no, I guess today I'm shook.
I won't even say the website that I use. Like, I'm not even going to say the website that I use. But, I've maintained the same online blog for almost 20 years, if not 20 years. It might be 20 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That is... I don't know. I've tried journaling, like, off and on over the years, and I don't know. I don't think it's for me, I guess.
I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, so...
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Spread them everywhere.
I'm an emotionless, dead inside. I don't know.
But I've always wanted to just print off all my entries and compile them in a physical copy so that I can, like, let go of the website. But I recently found the very first entry, so now I can, like, whenever I have access to a printer, I'll have to buy a printer. So, but now I know where page 1 is, and then I can just go from there. But
I mean, you can just go to the library and print it.
That's true. I mean, it seems like to print out 20 years worth of, entries, which I don't. There were some years, especially now that I'm an adult and I do physical journaling, where I only updated it like once every few months just to keep it alive because I'm sentimental and I'm not ready for it to go away before I print everything off. But it seems like at that point it would be a better investment to actually buy a printer so I can print off other things if I'm going to be spending money in the library to print.
Yeah, I guess you could like calculate how much it would cost per page, and then
Mm-hmm.
like go to print it, see how many pages it is, and then like see if you do want a printer.
Mm-hmm.
Because like me personally, I'm surprised I've gotten this long, especially now that I'm like self-employed, that I don't have a printer, because there are times that I need things printed, but I think the thing that's holding me back is like Dave at work will just print things for me, and
Oh,
I
okay, yeah.
rarely need things printed, so there's that. But I hate having like another thing in my room to like
Mm-hmm.
put somewhere. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
ugh. But I probably should have a printer because I mean, come on. Wow, journal. I can't believe you're still updating it. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not ready for it to die.
Why are you so sentimental? That's even crazier.
That's just my personality. I'm just very
Wow.
sentimental.
I am to an extent, but lately I just really want to like cut down on things and like try to let go and you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so any other high school internet things?
No, not really. Because I think I
So in
was becoming more
college-
active in the real world and like doing stuff.
Yeah, so definitely college. So my DeviantArt I was active on during college, but near the end of college, I started to neglect it because I didn't have time because like I got a job and like high school. Oh my god, senior year and all that stuff was like so busy. I definitely stopped posting as much and eventually deleted it after I graduated. So college, I really didn't do a lot on the internet. Like it was mainly just like talking to Dave and then like occasionally posting on DeviantArt. Honestly, I really, because like even YouTube, I mean YouTube became a thing in high school and like I didn't really, I mean like I watched YouTube videos or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. College was definitely like, maybe I would like watch some YouTube videos. But like I can't really imagine what websites I went on during college. I don't know why. I feel like it was just DeviantArt and like Facebook and then YouTube sometimes. I really feel like that was like it. I don't really think there was any sort of fad
I mean,
or anything that I went in.
I remember getting a college email and being super excited that I could finally get a Facebook. Like when Facebook was exclusively for college students, that was like,
God.
oh, that was like really exciting.
I don't remember that because I feel like I signed up for Facebook before I was in college, but that came because I didn't use a college email.
Well, then it might have.
I used
it might
like
have
my old
been like that for just like a couple of years, and then they let it open to everyone. Then because when I graduated high school in 2006, like it was still I guess it was like pretty fucking new. Like maybe it had only been around for a year or two, and you had to have a college email. Like they had to verify that you were in college in order for you to have a Facebook page.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
but well, actually, we didn't talk about shock images, and that was before. That was in high school. Goatsy and Meat Spin
Yeah.
and Lemon Party and Tub Girl and all that fun stuff.
Something,
Sending people links
I
on
don't know.
Instant Messenger where you could change the name of the link and then they click on it and it was actually, yeah.
Forget Rick rolling, Goatsy rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what
Goatsy.
happened. Like, our family isn't like conservative, but we're also not like crazy.
Yeah.
But something about shock images and us just kind of became like just a joke. Like at first when I saw these things, I'm sure I was like, what the heck? But after you see them like a second time, it's like, ha ha ha. Like,
yeah, they actually become really funny.
Yeah, like, and there is a point where like I did stumble across like, I mean, I don't know if I want to name the website, but it's like just full of just like really bad stuff, like death and stuff. So I don't know if maybe just like running into that early on just made me desensitized to things. But Goatsies definitely became just more of just like an inside joke to like me, you, and Dave especially. Like, I very specifically remember like we were on a laptop in college and our oldest sister was over. And like we called our mom over And we like scrolled up to the image of Goatsy, and like I think Mommy started to cry.
Oh
I don't
God.
know, but it was the amount of times that like we've jokingly showed our mom Goatsy, and like we thought it was funny that it.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like so mean, but I don't know. Something about it is just like it's not like on one hand like Goatsy is like what even is that? But on the other hand, it's like it's just a butt. Like I don't know. Like it's just a butt.
I mean, it
in
is
the
shocking
end.
at first, but
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah. One of the first things that I would do when I would get a new phone would be to download my favorite phone wallpaper. I think I've had the same wallpaper for over 5 years, and I would download Goatsy. I would make sure that my phone had Goatsy on it, so I could Goatsy people. I used to do that at bars. Like if guys were hitting on me and I wasn't feeling it, and then
Wow.
either they'd like ask for my number or they were just being assholes, I would end up just like showing them Goatsy and getting them to fuck off. I remember one guy being really pushy and I was being, and I don't remember, I'm just kind of a jerk, but I was like, oh, you want to see a picture of my boobs? And he was like, yeah, and I showed him a picture of Goatsy and he left. And it was just like, so here's a hot tip for all of y'all at bars. If anyone's being really pushy, well actually this could just escalate the situation, but it always worked for me. If someone's being pushy and you want them to leave, just hit them with the old goat man.
Oh my
They'll
god.
go.
And you would put Goatsy on your new phone, but also whenever I got a new phone, you'd text me immediately a picture of
Oh, yeah.
Goatsy.
Yeah.
So then I had like Goatsy.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
the
like
important
shock
things.
images, because like the internet was so new and like the whole like sharing things and like images and stuff was so new. I feel like shock images just like aren't really a thing anymore. Like they've really, cause like a lot of them, like Lemon Party, Tub Girl, like all of that stuff is like, it's almost like just funny to look at. It's like not even like a big deal. The internet has, I think, maybe desensitized a lot of us to like, I mean, death still freaks me out, but just
Yeah, I
like
can't look at that
grotesque stuff. Something about, cause like when was, I think was the last like shock image or video like Two Girls One Cup, and like how long ago was that? Like
I still haven't seen it. I refuse to watch that.
I don't like vomiting, so like I also haven't
that's
seen
what-
that one, and
that's
like I
what
would
was
have
on the
people
line.
like link, they would link me to like Two Girls One Cup where the window would bounce around, so you couldn't like X off of
God.
it. But I would just like squint my eyes and like click it. It's like I've still never seen it. Yeah, I feel like shock images are a thing of the past with the internet, which like honestly, good riddance. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, it was more of just like a thing to be rude to people, really.
I'll never forget this quote that I read though. This was like probably a few years ago, but people were talking about shock images, and someone was like, "Seeing Goatsy is like getting a hug from an old friend," just because of like, you know, like if you were with Goatsy on the ground floor, like it is like it's just kind of like, you know, a fun memory now. When you're like, oh yeah,
Oh
that's
my-
the goat man.
Oh my god. Yeah. And yeah, just like memes have evolved so much over time. Like, oh my god. Like, looking back on memes, it's like they were so. Like, I don't know. Oh, the oh really owls. Like, I can ask cheeseburger. Like, all that stuff is just like so basic now. Memes are next level. Well, let's see. Yeah. And then after college,
Oh wait, well in college, I haven't talked about
Yeah.
when I've
Okay.
discovered the Something Awful forums. When I was
Right.
like-
We got off topic. Oh my gosh.
When I was like 19. When I was 19, I was working a job at a coffee shop / internet cafe. So it was a coffee shop, but we also had like several computers lined up where people would come play WoW or CS or Counter-Strike and stuff like that. And one of our regulars was like this nerdy guy, and he like introduced me to the Something Awful forums, and I was like, oh shit, this is where all the internet stuff came from. This is like the origins of the internet, or memes and stuff. And I became like really obsessed with the Something Awful forums. I would post on there a lot, and I've gotten banned, and I was kind of an attention whore, but it was fun. I actually ended up like meeting a bunch of people from the forums, which was probably like not very smart as a 19-year-old, especially when I like didn't tell my parents about it, and everyone else was like much older than me. But it was fun. It was fun, I guess. I didn't really.
I remember you going off.
What?
To visit. I remember you going on like a road trip to meet up with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our parents. Did you tell? I feel like you did tell our parents about that one, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what.
Or you lied and you told
exactly.
me.
What?
I feel like maybe you told. Yeah, I think you told them you were going somewhere else, but you told me you were doing the thing, and I was like, don't die. I was like, yeah, be safe.
I spent like spring break driving to St. Louis, but I went to Louisville, Kentucky to meet an internet person. I had lunch with them there. And then I went to St. Louis and spent like the weekend or something. And that weekend was really weird. Like the guy was fine and stuff, but by the end of the weekend he was like crying, like sad to see me go, and was like...
Well, I mean, I've met up with a few internet friends, and I've definitely cried when we said goodbye.
Well,
and they were like a guy.
We weren't really internet friends. We hadn't known each other that long.
Okay.
Like...
Well...
Maybe
he was like a shut-in.
I don't know. As an asshole 19-year-old person, it was really overwhelming for me to experience this level of emotion from someone I didn't really know. And I was like, this is weird, and I'm never going to talk to you again. And I didn't.
Oh. Wow.
There were... Yeah, I don't know. The internet was a kind of a good tool, too, though, because like I mentioned in other episodes, I used MySpace and I used my Connects with Something Awful to get shows when I was on tour in other states and stuff, so that was pretty cool.
True.
But I did get into a lot of drama on Something Awful because I was a bit of an attention whore. Sorry, everyone.
Yikes. I mean, I was definitely like a troll type on DeviantArt sometimes. Like, I mean, even now, like, I do have an attitude. I'll admit it. I have an attitude. I can be a little bit of a little punk. But yeah, I don't know. Is that it for you then?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I still...
Do you really...
What?
Yeah, what's your internet like today, these days? Your internet habits?
They're pretty... My internet habits are pretty weak. I browse Something Awful every now and then when I want to see what's, like, weird on the internet. I am not super active on any forums or anything. Don't even really, like... I mean, I put... most of my internet stuff is Instagram, and that's, like, not even really the internet. That's social media. That's, like, a whole different thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not really, like... super active on stuff anymore. I thought maybe with the quarantine and like this COVID stuff and the shut and like things being closed that maybe I'd post on Something Awful more, but I just like I don't know, I don't really care.
Yeah, I definitely think the internet was more of a thing for me to do like when I was younger, because like even now, because my job is online, I don't really... I mean, like, I only just kind of post things every once in a while, and even then I'm kind of, like, I forget to post things. Like, I forget to post that. Like, oh, yeah, I drew that thing in a video. I should probably post it. I'm really, like, falling behind these days. I don't know. The internet... I think maybe partially the internet becoming my job has kind of sucked the fun out of it, too. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really go on websites. You know, I go on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I don't really play games or do forums or anything like that, honestly. Wow. The internet, huh? Wow, what a trip. Is that it?
I guess so. I mean, do you have like a favorite meme? Do you have a favorite meme?
Not really, because how I feel about memes is like they're kind of funny at first, but really it's just everyone's shouting the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and it's just like, okay, yeah, I get it, you repeated the thing. It's not funny. That's how I feel about just like quotes and just like references and stuff. It's like it's just a repeat of the same thing over and over, and it's really got to be a clever insert into the conversation for it to be funny. I just don't like the whole like this thing that's like recent, haha, get it? It's like, wow, I'm a bummer. Do you have a favorite meme?
I don't really have a favorite meme, but I did just get reminded of the last time we went to Japan in 2018, and the Johnny Johnny meme was a thing, and that was one thing where we kept just like someone would say it every now and then, and it would make us laugh.
I banned everyone from saying it. I was like, all right, nobody's seeing it. I was like, don't, for the love of God. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah. Since that was a song, it just kind of became like something you would just like hum because it's like in your head. Oh God. No, I don't think there's any like one meme that I really liked a lot. There might be, but I just can't think of it. But if I can't think of it, then maybe it's not.
Oops.
Whoops.
Oopsie. No, I don't really have a favorite meme. There are a couple memes that will make me laugh probably like every time I see it. But you know, I really did like that He-Man video, the song.
The song?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good classic.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, every once in a while I'll like find a YouTube video of like some old internet jokes and stuff, and I'll be like thrown back, and it's like, aw, the simple times. Oh my God.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Classics.
I'll reference that once a year probably.
Once a year. That's how it should be.
Memes
should the internet
enjoyed occasionally.
That's how I feel about the internet, honestly. I've really been trying to like take a step off the internet and like not. It's just like such a time waster too. I'm trying to be more productive. I'm trying to balance my life and be more productive and spend time where it's good, both mentally and productively. So, that being said, is that it? Are we done? Is that the internet?
Yeah, I guess that was the internet.
Shut it down. Shut off the internet. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, why not?
Well, you know what they say. This is it. Wrapping it up.
Yeah,
well, they say...
It's time to log off.
They say log off. They say I was trying to make a phone call and I couldn't because you were on the internet. They say gold can't stay. Nope. They say we can't stay.
But we'll see you next time.
Bye.